Our for today's roster. First Little Warriors. Number 2, Morgan Hayes.
Morgan Hayes.
Number 5, Liz McAnany.
Liz McAnany.
Number 6, Brianna Iasa.
Brianna Iasi.
Number 7, Annalise Eichholzer.
Annalise Eichholzer.
Number 8, Kaylin Smith.
Kaylin Smith.
Number 9, Claire Hewitt.
Claire Hewitt.
Number 11, Natalie Jetter.
Natalie Jetter.
Number 12, Catherine Doherty.
Catherine Doherty.
Number 13, Hannah Dorfman.
Anna Dorfman.
Number 14, Natalie Jones.
Natalie Jones.
Number 17, Caitlin Karleski.
Caitlin Karleski.
Number 19, Alexis Webb.
Alexis Webb.
Number 20, Kelly Vett.
Kelly Veit.
And now for your starting lineup. For number 1, Shelby Stack.
Shelby Stack.
Number 3, Abby Stack.
Abby Stack.
Number 4, Megan O'Reilly.
Meg O'Reilly.
Number 10, Dana Radden.
Dana Redden.
Number 15, Isabella Haber.
Isabella Haber.
Number 16, Arlana Hennenberry.
Alana Henneberry.
Number 18, Aaron McMullen.
Aaron McMullen.
Number 21, Sam Van Buren.
Sam Van Buren.
Number 22, Kelly Lippert.
Kelly Lippert.
Number 23, Tatiana Mons.
Tatiana Mons.
And number 24, Jayana Mons.
And Jayana
The
Mons.
Westfield Warriors are coached by Lisa Dwyer, assisted by Alex Dwyer, Bob Manducci, and Bridget Dwyer.
Those are the coaches
Now for your
for the Westfield Warriors. Now the Beekmantown Eagles.
Number 0, Kelsey Baker.
Kelsey Baker.
Number 2, Maria Kalarash.
Maria Kalarash.
Number 3, Bethany Simpson.
Bethany Simpson.
Number 5, Elizabeth King.
Elizabeth King.
Number 6, Carly Casey.
The injured Carly Casey.
Number 8, Michaela Provost.
Michaela Provost.
Number 16, Rayleigh Fassett.
Riley Fassett.
Number 20, Olivia Trudeau.
Olivia Trudeau.
Number 21, Victoria Marsh.
Victoria Marsh.
And now for your starting lineup for Beekmantown. Number 1, Maggie Chauvin.
The keeper, Maggie Chauvin.
Number 4, Lindsay Gagne.
Lindsay Gagne.
Number 7, Kim Ratliff.
Kim Ratliff.
Number 9, Sarah Munson.
Sarah Munson.
Number 10, Reagan Fassett.
Reagan Fassett.
Number 11, Kirsten Villamere.
Kirsten Villamere.
Number 12, Courtney King.
Courtney King.
Number 13, Callie Villamere.
Callie Villamere.
Number 14, Hannah Gwinnett.
Kenna Gwinnett.
Number 15, Santana LeBear.
Santana Vincencio Lebert.
Brianna Martin.
Brianna Martin.
The Eagles are coached by Pete Bursick and assisted by Julie King, Jill Rock, and Barry Mulverhill.
Those are your
Managed
coaches.
by Kylie Reagan. Today's officials are Jeff Norton, Michael Joglet, and Tom Kowalowski.
Yes,
Now,
they are.
Everyone will please stand and remove your headgear for the playing of our national anthem.
can see, it's quite breezy out there. Temperature 41 degrees when we shut our vehicle off. It's Saturday, November 8th, and it's approaching 1:30 p.m. Calvin Castine at Plattsburgh High School Sports Complex. It's, as I said, November 8th, 2014. And this is a regional Class B soccer championship play here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Winner here will go to the Final Four in New York State Class B competition. So it's a state quarterfinal and a regional final. Jeff Norton is your official in the middle. Mike Jodwin on the far side, and over on this side it's TK, Tommy Kowalski. We were hoping that, Joey Trombley would be here, but I guess he got burned out yesterday covering two games in Potsdam. Shazy versus Chateauguay and Shazy boys versus Lisbon. Syracuse to West Hill comes out firing. They take the first shot of the game. And Chauvin makes the stop. So it's me, just me on the mic. So for our viewers from the West Hill School District, our apologies. We won't be able to do much, if any, play-by-play. We know a lot of the Eagles. So we'll try to keep apprised of who's out there for Beekmantown. Here's Callie Villamere working her way down. Bounces off a defender. She sends it high toward the net. It's going to be bouncing, and it's going to take a West Hill bounce. Wind is coming behind the West Hill backs to start the first half of the game. So the Warriors will have the wind to their backs in the first 40 minutes. Here's Kirsten Villamere. This is 15 LeBert balancing for it. Here now West Hill coming down. Going to get a shot off. That was Martin. Was that Martin 18? Yep, that was Martin battling. Yeah, blue throw. Doubleheader for Beekmantown, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately for me, but unfortunately for the Beekmantown boys fans. We'll not be here for the boys games. We're going to try to get the start of it, but we have a family commitment that is going to take us elsewhere. We're celebrating the Thanksgiving holiday a little prematurely here, while our youngest son Caleb is up visiting from New Mexico. So take advantage of that and have a little pre-Thanksgiving celebration later today, and that'll mean leaving here a little earlier than would allow me to cover the boys game, which starts immediately following, well, not immediately, but you know, after the warm-ups will start immediately following this game. A busy day for Beekmantown. The volleyball team played at noon in their regional competition. That match being played in Saranac. So because of that noon start, they moved this game back to 1:30. It was originally scheduled for a 1 o'clock start, but they moved it till 1:30. See some Shazy fans are showing up here. They didn't get enough soccer yesterday. There's a goal kick. West Hill number 1 ranked in New York State. So this was a challenge. We want to congratulate the Chateauguay girls who defeated Shazy girls yesterday. Chateauguay from Section 10, but they are the closest Section 10 school to our Section 7 area. And they defeated the Shazy girls. So Chateauguay will go on to represent the North Country in the Final Four. And the Shazy boys defeating Lisbon by a 3-0 margin. They'll move once again to the Final Four, where they seem to have a permanent spot. The past dozen years, I think they missed it just one time. This West Hill team years ago, when Northeastern girls were having good luck in the soccer and basketball playoffs. Syracuse was, the West Hill I should say, was quite often the team that stopped them from advancing any further in the state competition. On the wing, this is the Jayana Mons, or Jayana Mons, 2 Mons, 23 and 24. Here come the Eagles. That was LeBert, taken away by West Hill. Play at midfield, taken away briefly, momentarily by Villamere. This Plattsburgh Athletic Complex, an excellent place for these games. Artificial turf. No, haven't got to worry about no grass in the front of the net or rough spots on the field or soggy spots. Oh, there goes one of the Mons girls. I think I heard that Tatiana, that was Jayana. I think one of the fans told me that this one here, Tatiana, was their leading scorer. That's one of the Eagle fans, I don't know. This is Munson. Over to one of the King girls. Julie Miller King, assistant coach, she has 2 daughters on the team. Julie's father, Jim Miller, a longtime friend, going back to our Northern Basketball League days as opponents. Always enjoyed playing against Jim and his crew that come up from Ellenburg and Altona area. Almost a friendly rivalry. If you compete in sports, you look back and you say, I've met a whole lot of people through sports, either watching or participating. I think it's the first call it both ways I've heard so far today. I just heard a call it both ways, so that's a favorite cheer for fans from everywhere. And Martin's throwing it out before Mons can get there. So it'll be a blue throw. And it looks like it's going to be number 18, McMullen, taking it. We're at 31-53 in the first half. No serious threats as of yet, but those can happen all of a sudden. Anything high like that, it's going to be dangerous. That can get blown over the wind. Those high ones are just very tough to keep her to pull in sometimes, especially when the wind is blowing. And Callie Villamere will take the goal kick. Doesn't get very far. Villamere will Send it up the wing. It's going to go out of bounds as Gagne couldn't keep it in. The Mons girls, Tatiana is a senior and Gianna is a sophomore. The Eagles have several sets of sisters on their squad. The Ratliff trying to clear it up, and cleared back for control by West Hill. And we're about 10 minutes into the contest, still scoreless. And Carl goes against the younger Villamere. And it's going to be a free kick from the 35-yard line. The numbers you see there for the football fields, you add 10 yards to the numbers you see. They clear out to the side. It's going to be a pass into. Ooh, this is going to be dangerous, and it's going to be on the side of the net. Wow. Serious threat there, but it went wide. Chauvin says I would have picked it up if it had been on net. Kirsten Villamere with the restart. And a white throw. Passed up near the 18. Cleared back. Now Gagne sends it. And it's cleared off on the side. So it'll be a eagle throw. Gagne will take it. And sent down the field by West Hill. Chauvin, what a stop. 10 was right there, but gotten away. So Radden was there. Chauvin, nice stop. And a pretty ball from Gianna Mons. So, 12 minutes into the game, still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Sent deep. No wind behind the kicks. They can get dangerous in a hurry. It won't get far because of the wind. On the wing. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. Kirsten Villamere will take it. Kicked out by Munson. Tossed in by Karleski. King giving a chase, and she'll watch it go out of bounds. It'll be another goal kick for the Eagles. We're 14 minutes into the game. And again, it's Kirsten Villamere doing the honors. Kicks it deep into the wind. Gagne changes it. Now taken back by the Warriors. Intercepted by Villanera. Pushing it forward for Gwinnett, but West still takes it. Mons up to Mons. And it's going to be a corner kick. West Hill corner kick. Karleski will take it. Flag is just hanging down, pretty much just a little flap once in a while. The wind is pretty much settled down right now. A little bit of wind flapping, but flags in the field seem to be moving more than the big American flag. So could be more wind at field level than there is 25, 30 feet in the air. That happens sometimes. And it's sent deep up to the 18. And another call against Beekmantown. So Tatiana Mons will take this. And this is a scoring area for sure. One hops to Chauvin. Definitely within striking distance. Definitely a type of shot that could have been put directly on net if those come in high. They're tough to stop, but that was a one hopper that Chauvin handled quite easily. And there's looks like a handball on blue. No, handball on white. I heard another call it both ways call. This is 22 Lippert. The short pass. Mons will take it. A blast. And Chauvin. Is she hurt? Looks like she twisted her knee. Oh no. Twisted her knee turning to get the ball. This could be a critical situation right here. 23-11 left in the first half, 17 minutes in the game. The Eagles keeper is down with a twisted knee. EMT Corey Thompson over there along with the Beekmantown coaching staff. Looking after Chauvin's knee. She seems like she's still in pain. Meanwhile, over here, the Eagle team is trying to give a good pep talk to freshman Kelsey Baker. She just might be called into action if Chauvin can't continue. And I don't think anybody's rooting for Chauvin more than Baker is, probably. And Tim Mulligan is coming over to give Chauvin a little chauffeur-driven exit here. Coach Berzik and MT Thompson, along with Mulligan, loading her into the in there. Looks like Saranac coach Mary Lotemplio willing to help out. She had an excellent team that never quite recovered when their leading scorer Fu went down about 2/3 of the way through the season. So Chauvin not the way she wanted her high school career to end. The Eagles playing without Carly Casey, number 6, captain who was missed the last 2 years with recurring injury. She gets an injury that took her out of the junior year, and then she got re-injured her senior year. So, freshman Kelsey Baker with a baptism of fire here, facing the #1 ranked team in a tie ball game. 23-11 on the clock. Here's the restart as Kirsten Villamere kicks it out. And West Hill says, let's try that young kid out as quickly as we can here. Oh, didn't get there, did it? Mounds will take the throw. There's Callie Villamere. Sends it up the wing for Ratliff. Ratliff sends it off the end. It was Jones defending her. And the keeper, Hannaberry, will get a chance to touch the ball briefly. She tossed it to her teammate for the goal kick. Ratliff, Villamere, battling for it. Whoa! They got the rise out of the West Hill fans. If you haven't guessed, Kelly's an excellent hockey player too. And sometimes those skills come in handy and you overlap one sport to the other. Mons, oops, it gets through. It's going to go off the end. It went off the foot of Karleski. So it'll be a goal kick. And Kirsten Villamere will take it. Ball at midfield. And looks like King will throw it in. It'll be a white throw. Free kick right at midfield. Ball comes up to the 18, headed by Ratliff and Gwinnett. Actually by Gagne and Gwinnett, not Ratliff, Gagne and Gwinnett. It's the call. Not sure what the whistle is for, but it's going to be a blue kick. We're at 1950 right now. Call went against West Hill. Villamere puts it in play. Off Villamere. Just thrown in by Stack. And thrown in by Doherty. There's a shot and blast, and Baker picks it up. So she has her first stop and her first punt. It's going to go off-white, deflected off-white. It was kicked by Van Buren, but it went off-white. We're at 18:26 here in the... Oh, it wasn't even out of bounds. It was a handball, maybe? I don't know. Lippert will take this one from near the 40-yard line. Right on the 40-yard line. Baker takes it. What do I do with it now? Villamere. Mons sends it to Mons. Sent up the field by LeBear. Sent deep by West Hill. There's Mons looking in. Still shot. Here's Mons with a hard one that hit the post. Tatiana Mons, what a rifle shot that was. Hit the post, and Baker hoping to catch her breath, but they keep the pressure on, so they got a high, slow bounce. And Baker's able to grab it with Doherty charging in on her. 16:48 showing here in the first half. Kicked up and out. That Munson? I think so. Blue subs. It's Stack throwing it in. It goes off. Be a white throw. And Munson will take it. Thrown in by Gagne. Munson. Intended for Gwinnett. The Warriors take it back. There's Gwinnett. Nope, it's still a mare. Gagne will take the throw. Although I think it was Facette that went off. And another throw for Gagne. There's Facette. Villamere and Villamere. And sent back by the Warriors. Martin is there. Up for Ratliff. Off Blue. Throw from the ball boy is a little hard. Jeff Norton will tell her where to throw it from. Villamere sends it. Warriors send it back to midfield. Mons tries to turn it. That's Facette. And Riley. Facette. Blue throw. Villamere. Ball's at midfield. Up to the 18. Set tries to clear it out. Blocked. Off the nose of Martin. She's doubled over. Now Set stops it. Villamere passes up to Villamere. There's a cross. Stays in. Going up, giving chase. Eagle throw. Thrown in. Picked up by Westhill. 12-20. Villamere to Villamere. The 18. There's a shot. Whoop, following the ball, and the ball didn't go. Here's Ratliff with a shot. Right on net, and Henenberger makes her first stop. Who took that other shot? That was Ratliff, I guess. No, Henenberry had to make a stop on a hard shot. 11:38 left in the first half, still scoreless. Regional Championship Soccer here on viewer-supported hometown cable. This will be the third of the 3 games we'll be covering on the regional level. The other 2 being Shazy girls and boys. They were done yesterday by Joe the Fish Poisson and Joe the Choir Boy Tremblay in Potsdam. Villamere carrying it. Van Buren wouldn't budge. Shielded the ball, kept playing it. So finally the call went against Villamere. Warriors put it back in play. Sent up to the 18. King clears it out. Villamere carrying it. And can't keep it in. Would have been interesting if you'd kept that in. And it went off blue. And what do we have? Push back here. So once she lost control, the whistle blew. Gagne sends it in, and Henenberry will have an easy play. Down to 9:48. In the first half, 0-0 on the scoreboard. There's Joey Tremblay arriving. They'll come knocking on the door. We'll wait till the ball is not being played. There's a throw.
Mr. Calvin.
A little late. Maggie.
So Calvin, no score, 0-0, 8:50 to go. So how's it been here the first half?
Well, about 15 minutes ago, the Beekmantown keeper Maggie Chauvin went down with a twisted knee, so the freshman Baker has come in to fill in. So she's got a big challenge ahead of her, and I think last year in the state finals, Shazy had a similar type of situation. Is that correct, Shazy boys?
Yeah, that was actually in overtime. It was Trent Blaze pulled something like on his hip, and it was in overtime, and he alerted coach to take him out, which, you know, for a senior to do that on his final game, he just couldn't, I think, shift to his right, and they brought in Austin Gravel, and he did a wonderful job. So the flow of this game here, which has anybody any advantage anyway that you see?
West Hills may have had some better shots, but Beekmantown's had a few opportunities.
And there's a chance for Villamere. Oh, what a save! That was Callie Villamere with a rip of a shot.
Hannaberry with the stop.
What's that?
Hannaberry with the stop.
That's the goalie for them?
Yeah.
It is Hannaberry, okay. Now,
this could be Mons, 23, limping. She's their leading scorer. They have a senior Mons, and number 24 is the sophomore Mons.
okay.
And both fast and both with the potent kicks.
And of course, the cameras of Hometown Cable were in Potsdam last night, as you well know.
Yeah.
Joe and I were there for both games. And it's a little warmer today than it was last night in Potsdam. Of course, it's no difference for us in the booth, but for the fans outside. It was in the, and on the way up, we saw the Winter Wonderland in Ellenburg.
Snow?
There was snow on the ground. Sure was. So 6:27 to go out here, and our officials are, I'm sure you probably mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, Jeff Norton, Tommy Kowalowski Jr., and Michael Jodwin.
Mike Jodwin on the far side. Okay, so this is, you said they're a big gun. Mons? Oh, this is dangerous. That's dangerous. Yeah. The freshman keeper had no chance on that one. And that was number 24? That would have been Jayana Mons. And she's the sophomore for West Hill.
Yeah, number one ranked team, so it was, I don't care who the keeper was in that one, not much.
Well, I mean, yeah, there was,
you could
she
do
walked right in on you.
All you can do is dive and hope she kicks it at you, but you know, not much a keeper can do, no matter.
No, oh, absolutely not. But you know, it's this young lady right here, Kirsten Villamere. She's got Kaylee Villamere, her sister, and it's the Chauvin girl, right? That's injured, but who? Oh, Gwinnett. She's another big gun for Beekmantown. It's Callie Villamere. Did I say Kaylee? Yeah, it's Callie Villamere. And I'm sure West Hill has scouted this team. They're aware of those three.
Yeah, the fans showed up and they were aware of Hometown Cable, so I'm sure they've watched a few games on the internet.
Their fans were aware of Hometown Cable?
They were wondering if we were going to be streaming it or not.
You'll appreciate this one. Steve Lang, the coach for Chateauguay, the Chateauguay girls, just became aware of Hometown Cable a week ago. And he was just totally amazed and impressed with all the games that you've done over the years. He was like, next thing I know, I was watching basketball games after the soccer games. So he goes, now I can scout you guys out in Section 7. He goes, I thought it was some big Section 7 secret. I go, no, it's called HometownCableNetwork.com. So that's Shelby Stack sending the ball up over to Mons. So I would assume that Titania Mons and Jayana Mons are sisters.
That'd be my guess.
So nice play there. And there's a shot. And so the freshman keeper is who now?
Baker.
Kelsey Baker.
Yeah.
Is into the net. And that's too bad for their goalie, Maggie Chauvin. She's a strong goalie for Beekmantown.
Yeah, she's done an excellent job.
Now Maggie. Oh, the goalie's there. A nice play. So Chauvin is only an 11th grader, so on the positive side, it's not her senior year. Here's Kirsten Villamir, and she's a gamer. Defended well, and Villamir comes back, and she won't give up. And they're going to give Villamir a card on that from behind.
And Coach Burzik wants to
Yeah, he wants to talk
find
to.
out why. Not quite sure. Looked like
I think it was from behind is why he did it.
I don't know. I've seen nothing unusual from what I saw up here as far as contact and players going down.
Yeah, there was nothing dirty at all. It was just
Not from our angle.
at least not from this distance. No.
Jeff's a little closer to it than we are, so I don't know.
Yeah,
what
but I don't know
else-
if it has to be dirty. I think
Yeah, I don't-
anytime you take somebody down from behind, it may have to be a card, or at the discretion of the official, obviously.
Yeah.
So going into the game is LeBaire, Vicencio LeBaire, Santana Vicencio LeBaire, number 15 for Beekmantown. And that's Lippert. Gets the ball over to Mons. Now, did Shazy, they lost to them last year too? Or not Shazy, I mean Beekmantown lose to this team last year? Did they 2-0, or was it the boys that lost?
Saranac was the winner last year.
This is the first time that Beekmantown actually won the section, right, in the last few years. They were like first place in the division, but they just didn't get through the section.
I don't know how long.
I think I read that the other day. This is a great opportunity here for West Hill.
I do know that both the boys and girls are looking for their first ever trip to the Final Four.
For Beekmantown,
Yeah.
yes. McMullen in a great position. Wow, what a shot by McMullen. That was just a well-placed ball side net. And again, I don't care what goalie's in there, she's not stopping that.
No, it'd have to be a taller boy that could have stopped that in girls soccer.
And that's not even a guarantee.
No. It would have to be a 6-foot boy that could jump a little bit to have a chance against that one.
When you talk about, going high on a girl, last night, Shazy's first goal and Shadegay's first goal were both upper shelf, where both goalies did the best they could, but they were smaller goalies and they just couldn't get to it.
Yeah, it's no girls' land up there.
Yeah. That was just a well-placed ball. Now, West Hill, Section 2, near Albany area?
Section 3,
They're
Syracuse.
3. I thought they were Section 2. Okay. So they're near Syracuse. So this is a 5-hour track for them then?
Yeah.
Scored by number 18, Aaron McMullen.
They got their fan base here. Actually, somebody in Chateauguay asked the same thing if it was streamed last night. For hometown game, we don't know.
Maybe someday.
All right, now Beekmantown they find themselves in a hole here. 2-0 to the number 1 ranked team in the B bracket in the state, trailing 2-0. Now, on the goalie, did she just land on it wrong? Did she have a collision?
No, there was a shot that she had to turn quickly to get, and when she turned, she just twisted that knee.
Ball headed forward, controlled by West Hill. And we're under 40 seconds here left in the first half. I'm Joey Trombley, the late Joey Trombley to the game. Calvin Castine on the camera. And here comes Mons again. And nice try by Raiden.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
We're here in the countdown.
2, 1, 0.
And the first half has come to an end where West Hill scores 2 goals in the final 10 minutes of the first half as they lead 2-0. And we're ready to start the second half, and Beekmantown will now be going from right to left. And you said earlier in the game the wind was favoring the team going from right to left, which is West Hill. But
Yeah, about halfway through the first half, it just died right down. So it wasn't a factor in either of those goals for sure.
Oh, no, not at all. Well, the next goal, you know, is going to be obviously the all-important goal. If Beekmantown can score, they'll cut the game to 1, and it changes the game. But if West Hill scores another goal, that might be too far of a hole for Beekmantown to come out of. So it'll be interesting to see who gets this next goal here in the second half. And it's going to be a throw-in here for West Hill, and they're coming out pretty strong here to start the second half. Ball in Beekmantown territory. And Kirsten Villemer trying to get her sister Callie going there. Villemer working her way down the sideline, trying to defend a stack. Villemer taking her way across, and we're going to have a corner kick. But some good work by Callie. And sister Kirsten is going to take the corner kick. Callie.
Score on these.
Yeah, she has a nice shot there. She can bend it. And unfortunately, that one did not work out to their favor. So we have a goal kick here for West Hill on the far side. And it looks like Kelly Lippert will take the kick here. And it's the Warriors of West Hill?
Yep.
Now they're ranked number 1 this year. Are they the defending champions? Do you know?
No idea.
So the ball is controlled by Dorfman. She goes over to the far side, finds the feet of McMullen. McMullen gives it up to Mons. That was Jayana Mons. Oh, the ball works its way through. And it's Titania Mons sending it back across. And we'll have a goal kick here for Shazy. So a little end-to-end action here in the second half. 37-20 left early in the second half, left in the second half. And I was going to say game, Calvin. I can't say that. You always correct me. Calvin Castan on the camera. I'm Joey Trombley. And we are at the Plattsburgh Sports Complex here on the 8th day of November. And actually, it's not a bad day for soccer out there, Calvin.
No. It's cool, but no rain, and no snow, no strong winds.
No. 43 degrees. Not bad for early November.
Polar vortex is coming.
The vortex is coming. That now, up until last year, we never heard of a polar vortex before. Probably because it never came down this far.
Oh no, I'm sure it has. It's just they decided to give it a name.
Yeah, well. From what I understand, we're going to get a lot of these vortexes this winter. According to the almanac. And Callie Villimer cuts it to the inside. Villimer taking her speed, trying to split through. It's Villimer. Oh, and it'll be another corner kick. So Callie Villimer, the senior, showing some senior leadership out there, taking this game into her hands in the second half with 2 strong runs down, but defended well. They get another corner kick, and Kirsten Villimer wants to get this one in there. There's the nice kick that you're used to seeing from her, and it's deflected off the head of the defender for West Hill. I can't pick up her number, but defended very well. And West Hill is good on the counterattacks, Calvin. They come right out the defensive zone. And it's Mons trying to send it across, and it's cleared out by number 18, Martin. Stepping up is number 21, Van Buren. Defending is Lindsay Gagne. So Beekmantown at the 35-minute mark here left in the second half can ill afford to give up another goal as they trail 2-0. The first 2 goals came in the final 10 minutes of the first half. And they were 2 goals that, as we say, Calvin, there's not a goalie around that would have stopped either of them.
No.
Well,
it's possible, but
highly unlikely.
Right.
Ball sent forward over Callie Villimer's head. Ball pushed back to the defense. Some smart playing by West Hill. Kirsten Villimer taken down. Ratliff sends it back onto the feet of 12, Courtney King. And it's Raiden going down, and it's going to be a throw in here for the Warriors. And coming up from the defensive end is Shelby Stack will take the throw in. Cleared out by Villimer. Onto the feet of Callie Villimer. Villimer working her way down. 3 players conversing on her. Villimer splits the defense. And again, making a run down the line. And that's going to be a throw in for Beekmantown. Again, another strong run by Callie Villimer. Kirsten Villimer. Callie Shields. Trying to cut in, defended well. Cleared up by Stack. And that's Abby Stack. Taken away by Jayana Mons. Mons with some space. Sending it through and gives it up to number 10. This is another opportunity. And just over the net. And what a rip by Raiden. They think it's a goal, and it's over the net. And it's when you have that football post and it deflects like that, you think it's gone in. But what a nice shot by Raiden. But it was all set up by Jayana Mons. And we're going to have a corner kick here. And it's going to be number 17, Caitlin Karleski. And that goes off the end line. So a goal kick here for Beekmantown. Short kick. And that's going to be a handball on number 18, McMullen. Ball sent back into Beekmantown territory. King gets the ball up over to number 7. That was Ratliff. Gets by here, so a throw in here for the Warriors. And it's Shelby Stack will take the throw in. She finds Radden. Goes off of Radden, throw in, it's King. Mons pushes it back to Titania. It's Mons. And going hard at it is Radden. She sends it across. Oh, that would be a handball. That happened fast. I don't think she was expecting the ball to come up to her hand like that. So the first 10 minutes have come and gone here in the second half. And it's the Warriors of West Hill still maintaining that 2-0 lead here on the Eagles in Beekmantown here at Plattsburgh. A lot riding on this game. Winner of this will be crowned regional champ with a invitation to the Final Four next week in Cortland, New York. So we have a throw in here by Shelby Stack of the Warriors. Villemer gets her foot on it, but goes to Mons. Mons to Mons at midfield. Mons gets by Facette. And Mons still with the ball. And defended well. Villemer trying to clear it. Oh, there's no call there. And is it a delay call? It might have been delayed. He might have wanted to see if there was an advantage, but so number 22, Lippert. Checking into the game is Doherty. Short kick. Kirsten Villemer did a nice job coming out to disrupt that play. Ball chipped back in by Abby Stack. Mons and Munson battling for the ball. And Baker's there. She rolls it out to Villemer. Or no, rolls it out to Ratliff. Kraleski over to Doherty. Shelby Stack with a big booming kick just outside the 18. Running hard there for the Eagles is Gagne. She's trying to find the feet of Gwinnett. Gwinnett battle at midfield. And that's a push on number 21, and Van Buren called for the push. Villemer quickly kicks it up, but it's sent right back into Beekmantown territory. And it's Mons, and it's Jayana Mons trying to get by the defense. Mons working her way in. Villemer comes in strong to disrupt Mons. So good hustle by Kirsten Villemer to disrupt Mons. And Baker was there. And it's Ratliff has it knocked out of bounds. Villamere cutting in. Villamere breaking through. This is dangerous. Villamere. Oh, what a save! What a save by the goalie, Hannenberry. Callie Villamere could have cut this lead in half, and that would have changed the tone of this game. So, Calvin, here in the second half, Beekmantown has had some opportunities with the play of Callie Villamere.
That certainly looked like a sure goal there, but keeper just stuck her foot out. And
Yeah, it was like a kick save in hockey.
yeah, she was going one way and her foot was going the other.
But I like what I see from Beekmantown here in the first 13 minutes. It's going back and forth, but they're really trying hard to cut that lead in half here.
They're not used to losing. They haven't lost all year.
Yeah. Well, they are definitely playing like a team that does not want to lose yet either. And one thing you can say, it's not going to be from lack of effort here in the second half because Beekmantown's playing a strong second half. And that goes off of King. And it's Kirsten Villamere trying to work her way through. She'll work her way through. Called for the foul. And she is only a freshman.
Yep.
So Kirsten's going to be around for 3 more years after this. Ball just short of the 18. Mons sends it back. There's a shot. Baker's there. Punt shy of midfield. Running hard on it is number 14, Gwinnett. And Gwinnett can find the back of the net. She's done that quite well this year. Deep throw-in. And going over there is Callie Villamere. And it's a corner kick, actually. So Callie Villamere will take the corner kick. Villamere sends it nice into the box. Ball's headed down. And it is cleared out. So West Hill back on their heels right now. Some good pressure here by the Eagles. And running over is the Captain Gagne, Lindsay Gagne, with the throw-in. She's finding the feet of Gwinnett. Kirsten Villamere gets the shot off, and Baker's there.
No.
Or it's, Hannaberry.
Baker had better not be there.
Yeah, well, it's a different strategy. Mons coming on hard. And nice play. It was defensively, Brianna Martin came over and took it off Mons. So it's a throw in here for Beekmantown. And that goes off of King, so a throw in here for the Warriors. And it's number 17, Karleski. To Mons. Mons back to Karleski. And that's going to be a trip on the Eagles. So this is a wonderful opportunity here for the Warriors at the 22:51 mark here. And you have Titania Mons.
Tanya.
What is it?
Titania.
Titania Mons, all right. You get that cleared before the game?
No. It's a common name.
Calvin says, in Calvin's world, it's a common name. And there's the save by Baker. And good defensive play by Lippert, because if Kirsten gets to that ball, she's going to take it in. And Ratliff calls for the ball. Ball cleared up. And it's Facette. Sends it up over to Kirsten Villamere. And it's going to be a throw in here for Beekmantown. And Ratliff gets the ball in. Chipped up, controlled by the Warriors. Number 12, Doherty. Gets the ball up to Mons. Throw in here for West Hill. Karleski down the line off the head of Doherty. Cleared up by King. Back to Karleski. She sends it up to the middle over to Mons. On the outside of her foot, beautiful pass. Trying to find the feet of Jones, but it's cleared out by the Beekmantown defense. Far side for Beekmantown is Lindsay Gagne. Sends it up there, but Lippert's there for the Warriors. She'll just send it right back to Beekmantown's defensive zone. And it's on to the feet of Doherty. And the Warriors are working their way outside the 18, pushes it up over to Mons. Mons gets the shot off, and it is Baker there for Beekmantown. And this first 20 minutes here of the second half is coming to a conclusion. And it is West Hill still hanging on to that 2-0 lead. And again, they scored those 2 goals in the final 10 minutes of the first half. But Beekmantown has come out and has played a strong second half, has had one really golden opportunity, and it was a great save by Hannaberry. Battle with Ratliff and Karleski. Ratliff comes back, still controlling, trying to get it over to King. Controlled by Mons, Gianna Mons. Villamere coming over to battle. And wisely gets rid of it. 2 Villamere girls were coming on to her, so she passes it back. And it's controlled by West Hill, trying to split the seam. Ratliff is there, but hustling for the ball is Karleski. Karleski and Ratliff, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Warriors. And we have all kinds of substitutions coming in here for the Warriors. 4, 10, 15, and 18. So we have O'Reilly, Radden, Haber, and McMullen coming into the game. And there's the throw-in by Haber, just checking into the game. So deep throw-in here for the Warriors with 18:45 here left in the second half. West Hill, too, the number 1 ranked team in the section, taking on Beekmantown. Calvin, do you know where Beekmantown was ranked?
Nope.
I didn't catch that. There is a shot, and that'll go wide, so we have a goal kick here for Beekmantown.
Only Shazy people follow that stuff.
Only, I'm sure there's Beekmantown people that follow it too. Both the girls and boys soccer programs at Beekmantown have had a really good year this year.
And the football program did good, but
Yeah.
the volleyball team was completely unbeaten. They won every one of their matches 3-0.
They won?
Everything. Well, I don't know how they did today, but they were playing today at
But the
noon.
volleyball was still moving on.
Volleyball, yeah, they were playing today.
So all four fall sports teams did well
Yes.
for Beekmantown.
Yeah, well, and they had a gymnastics team too, but
Well, the Beekmantown boys football team lost a heartbreaker to Peru.
yeah, they were
From
leading.
what
They were leading, yeah.
Yeah, from what I read in the paper. Leading most of the game. Ball at midfield, controlled by the Eagles.
But the amazing thing about that volleyball team was every match was 3-0 all through the season.
Really?
Yep.
They didn't lose one
No,
set.
not one set.
Vilmer get the shot off. Oh, just over the net, and another wonderful opportunity for Beekmantown. Beekmantown is not that far off from
No.
tying this game anyway. And
like every other sport, it's a game of inches. You know,
It is.
That one is a few inches over. That one in for West Hill late in the first half was a few inches under the bar. You know, it's just a game of inches.
Yeah, I mean, it's well, one thing that I, at least what I've seen since I've been here, Beekmantown has shown they deserve to be in this regional championship game. There's no doubt about that. There's still a lot of game left, 16 minutes and 22 seconds. Right now they're on the short end of it, but they've had their moments. And there's a handball where they've showed some nice offensive surges.
And
Just-
West Hill is showing why they're number one ranked too.
Yeah, well, yeah, and they're showing why they're number one ranked. But you'd expect this kind of game from two quality programs.
I was told that the Beekmantown JVs and modified also went undefeated this year in soccer.
Oh, really?
Girls, yes.
So I guess that's going to be a strong program for a few years to come at the varsity level.
Yeah.
So the ball's cleared up by Stack, and that's Abby Stack. Throw in here by Ratliff. And on to the feet of Radden. She gives it back up over to Haber. Ball chipped up to Callie Villamere. Gives it up to Kirsten. And cleared out wisely by Tanya Mons. And it is Callie Villamere splitting the seams again. Trying to get that shot off. And they're defending her. They defended her well there, Calvin. 4 girls on her.
And almost needed a saddle there. They were riding her.
They were riding her hard. I think every portion of her back jersey was being pulled on. So throw in here for Beekmantown. Callie Villamere hustling back. And a nice move by number 10, Raiden. King does a nice job defending. Good sportsmanship by Radden to help King up. And it's O'Reilly. Strong Irish name there, Calvin.
Yep.
Ratliff calling for the ball. 13:40. The Warriors leading the Eagles here in this sectional championship game here at the Plattsburgh High School Sports Complex. I'm Joey Trombley along with Calvin Castine. Winners not only crown the regional champ, they move on to the Final Four in Cortland next week. Mons with the ball. Outside of her foot, nice pass forward. Onto the feet of Radden. Or not, they're trying to get it to Radden, but it's cleared out by the defense. And Kirsten Villamere fighting her way through. Ratliff sends it up, trying to find Callie Villamere. So a push on the Warriors. A free kick here for Beekmantown. Villamere sending it up. Far side, getting there first, it looks to be Doherty. Doherty gets the ball over to McMullen. Back to Doherty. And Beekmantown sends it up and it goes on to the feet of Gwinnett. Gwinnett on the far sideline, hustling down there. Gwinnett keeps it in. And ball still stays in. And that ball's right on that end line, Calvin. Doesn't go out. The shot goes wide of the net, so a goal kick here for the Warriors. Substitutions, we have Jayana Mons back in, and for Beekmantown we have Riley Facette going into the game. Coming out is Vicencio Lebert, and coming out for the Warriors is Isabella Haber. And that would have been actually Doherty that came out, not Haber. Haber's with the ball right now. And they're calling a foul on West Hill. So we're approaching the 11-minute mark. Kirsten Villamere with a kick here. She'll serve it into the box. They're trying to cut this lead in half. Nice feed inside the box. Ball lands. And the goalie was there, Hannaberry. She's the junior goalkeeper here for the Warriors. Far side, number 10, Radden, working her way down. Loses it, so throw in here for the Eagles. Again, it goes off the Warriors. Another throw in here for the Eagles. They'll move the ball down 10, 15 yards at a time. Went up trying to get there and defended well. It's a goal kick. So nice job by the Warrior defense. And we are now approaching 30 minutes gone by here in the second half. We're now at the 10-minute mark. And West Hill is 10 minutes away from moving on to the Final Four. Beekmantown, which has played well here in the second half, is going to have to pick it up another step here for the final 10 minutes to try to work an equalizer so they can go to overtime as they trail 2-0. And this young lady right here can do it. These three can do it. Ratliff, Villamere. You got Gwynn up, so they have the offensive firepower to do this. And Villamere trying to send it across. Villamere going back. Pushes it up over to Ratliff. Too far ahead of her, so it's a throw in here for West Hill. And that was O'Reilly. Sends it back up over to number 15, Haber. So it goes wide of the net. So we have a goal kick here for West Hill with 9 minutes to go, Calvin. And clock is not the friend of Beekmantown right now.
No. I saw the keeper Hannenberry step aside as she knew the ball was going out. Over the 30 years I've been covering soccer, I saw one time a keeper step aside and let it go in, thinking it was wide.
And it went to the net?
It went in.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, that would have not been good for them. And it is Mons. Tanya Mons. Kurleski sending it across off the end line, so it's a goal kick here for the Eagles as we're approaching the 8-minute mark.
And another time I did see a keeper step aside and let it go in. Danielle Tierney was always, no matter what sport she played, she was always a smart player. She was the keeper, and it was an indirect kick, and they kicked it. And she knew nobody else had touched it. She just stepped aside. Everybody's hollering.
And the fans were going crazy?
Yeah.
But she knew it was an indirect kick.
Right.
Yeah, so don't white touch it and risk it deflected in off you.
Yeah, I know, but still daring to let it go in.
Yeah. Here comes Callie Villamere. Villamere, and boy, one thing they do, they gang up on Villamere. Over to Kirsten Villamere. Villamere gets a shot off over the net. What a save by Hannaberry. Beekmantown has had some great opportunities here, Calvin, in the second half. And Hannaberry's kept them this 2-0 lead because Beekmantown could have easily tied this game here in the second half. There's the shot. This is dangerous. Hannaberry's there again. And it's Hannaberry comes up again. And boy, if there's going to be an MVP in the second half, it's going to be Arlena Hannaberry, the goalie for the Warriors. She is the reason this score is still stayed 2-0. Beekmantown has done a lot of nice things here in the second half. So the Eagles have gotten their chances. And they still got 6 minutes and 41 seconds to get this done. Ball sent back. And if you notice that they're coached well, every player is back there defensively here for the Warriors. Ball sent up, cleared back out. Back there is Facette. She goes to the far sideline. Facette wins that battle. Up over to Gwinnett. Gwinnett splitting the seams. And that's a throw-in for Beekmantown with 5:56 to go here, left in the second half. And the ball is cleared out by McMullen. Ball sent back up by Munson. Beekmantown has everybody in the offensive zone. And it's Kirsten Villa being guarded by Mons. And it gets by Villamere. So a throw in here for the Warriors. And it's Karleski will take the throw in. Villamere battling. Callie Villamere gets it in quickly. Goes off of Kirsten. Shielded well by Stack. She gets it to Mons. Diana Mons splits the defenders. It goes onto the feet of Radden. Radden cutting her way in toward the net, toward the 18, cutting inside the box. And defended well by Courtney King. It's going to be a corner kick with 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the second half. An opportunity for the Warriors, and Coach Bursick has to like what he's seen in the second half here from his Eagles. They have not been able to capitalize, and there's a goal, and that will finish it off. A beautiful corner kick, and it went off the head of Jayana Mons, and now it's 3-0, and that's the first true opportunity that the Warriors had here in the second half, and they capitalize on it. And boy, Calvin, you are right. It's a game of inches. That came just under the crossbar, and the difference is they've capitalized and Beekmantown was just off. And you know, Calvin, they're down 3-0. They get that goal, but I'd give the second half to Beekmantown as far as overall play and opportunities. And Beekmantown still playing hard. And we have a player down for Beekmantown. It's number 14, Gwinnett. She gets up. She's walking it off. And checking into the game is Michaela Provost.
The goal for Westville was scored by number 24, Gianna Mons, and assisted by number 17, Cable Karleski.
So 3 minutes and 30 seconds here left in the second half. It's the Warriors 3, the Eagles 0. Ball comes to the near side onto the feet of King. King gives it up to Villamere. That's Kirsten Villamere trying to split the defense. Villamere working her way toward the end line, trying to keep it in. Ratliff sends the shot up, and it goes off the end line. So, they didn't shut the clock here off at the 2-minute mark, did they?
No.
In Potsdam last night, for the girls' game, they shut the clock off at the 2-minute mark. Or they stopped it and they shut it off, but
Yeah.
they stopped it.
Those officials don't want to be second guessed. They tried to talk Section 7 into doing that, and the Section 7 people said no.
That to keep the clock running.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you do second guess the officials when you put them down there. How do you're at their mercy.
Yeah. So,
Well, I mean, you have nothing to lose by keeping it like this,
well, I know several years ago, Peru and Beekmantown girls played in a game that was tied up at the buzzer. So I think if the refs had been keeping the time themselves, they would have said no goal. But they weren't, and there's no way of knowing whether the goal went in before or after. And I think if the refs had been doing it, they would have just simply said no goal. Nobody could argue with them because nobody had seen the clock in the last 2 minutes.
Right. But this is, to me, the most fair way.
Of course it is, but the refs don't like it.
They don't like having this clock.
Right, in the last 2 minutes.
Now, why wouldn't they? I don't understand why they
Because that way you can't argue with them because nobody else knows the time except them.
Yeah, no, but they leave themselves open up for interpretation that...
Well, either way, that game there, they left themselves open for interpretation of whether the buzzer sounds or not. The fans are making so much noise, nobody could hear the clock.
Oh, okay. They couldn't hear the clock. Okay. I think it's probably more fair for the players. They can look at the clock to see how much time's
Sure,
left.
of course it is. But as you know, in the big games, the pro games, they take the time off. They play stoppage.
Well, yeah, stoppage time. So the final minute, and the Warriors, the number one team in the state at Class B, will move on to the Final Four. And Beekmantown just gave a very gallant effort here in the second half. They came up short, and it wasn't from lack of effort. They had some nice opportunities, and the Warriors can thank that lady between the pipes, Elena Hennenberry, for playing a strong second half in the net here for the Warriors, because this game easily could have been tied or Beekmantown ahead at one point before that third goal.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's official. It is official. The Warriors will move on, and Beekmantown's career or season will come to an end, I should say. And I missed 30 minutes of the first half, Calvin. I saw the last 10 minutes where the Warriors capitalized on two beautiful goals. But Beekmantown, I thought, outplayed them in the second half and had the better of the opportunities. And for what I saw, my MVP would go to Arlena Henneberry of the Warriors. So it's West Hill 3, Beekmantown 0 on the 8th day of November 2014 here at the Plattsburgh High School Complex. Beekmantown's season comes to an end, and West Hill will move on to the Final Four. And as Calvin likes to say, that's the way it was in beautiful downtown Plattsburgh.
Section 7 coordinator Tim Mulligan will make the presentation of the regional championship plaque to the number one ranked in New York State, West Hill Warriors, and they'll go to the Final Four, and you have to wish them well. And if you're Beekmantown, and if you lose to a team, you want that team to be state champions. You want to lose to the best. And there's a darn good chance that West Hill is the best team in New York State. And we wish them well as they continue into the Class B state playoffs. Thanks to the late Joey Trombley for showing up and taking us through the end of the ball game. We had hoped to stick around and get some of the start of the Beekmantown Boys versus Ichabod Crane game, but we have a family function to go, and with the injury that took extra time off this, we're going to have to head out and wish the Beekmantown Eagle boys the best of luck. So thanks for watching and supporting viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable TV. We think is worthy of your support, Hometown Cable.